I'm very concerned about migrants coming across the border carrying infectious diseases as well. Probably over 3 million migrants have come across the border illegally, legally, and many of which are children. I'm very concerned about not just the COVID and the variants they're bringing, but tuberculosis. Haiti has the highest incidence of tuberculosis in the Western Hemisphere. Measles, mumps as well. And what are you two going to do to A, to test those children before they get into our schools, and B, to make sure that they get their immunization? Secretary Becerra.
Senator, great question, and we do, as you know, have jurisdiction over some of those migrant children who are unaccompanied, and we have jurisdiction over them once they're turned over to us by Customs and Border Protection. We make sure that no child is placed in any setting, whether it's in our congregate care or in a licensed care facility or in the hands of a responsible custodian, without first making sure that they are free of COVID and they've had a vaccination. And so we make sure that no one, whether it's a U.S. citizen or anyone coming into this country, can infect someone else.
And I'm sure you're measuring that somehow, some way. Secretary Cordone, anything to add to students entering to our school systems that have not been tested or properly immunized?
All students, including non-citizen students, have access to meals, to education, and any healthcare needs that they have to make sure that they're healthy.
But there's a huge difference between access and it actually happening, right? I mean, we have to be just overwhelmed right now, our systems do, our schools do, with these children. 12,000 Haitians recently have been turned into the United States, and I want to share compassion and love with those folks. I've done mission work in Haiti. I've been to the border. I understand the humanity of all this, but I also don't want my grandchildren exposed to tuberculosis, let alone new variants of COVID.
Madam Chair,
Madam Chair, and I yield back.
Thank you. Senator Baldwin.